Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Started early.
I said go.
Oh my
Oh
God.
no!
A commanding
fraud.
Ooh, he's at least 2 frames behind.
Show me your door 3, son.
Oh, he's catching
I think he caught up a frame.
at least 1 frame.
Alright, Peaches and I are gonna do a different strat in this room.
Oh,
So fast.
Oh, the breads?
Yeah.
Okay.
oh, wow.
Ooh, get this dude drop.
second chest.
Do you know the names of these items in English?
Yes, these are fresh breads. Okay. I'm trying to scope out the competition.
Right, yeah.
We both just got 2 items that'll heal us for 50.
Wait, so I should skip the hotel then, right? Or the inn?
No, you need the honey bread there.
Do I really need it?
I'm getting it. Oh my god, these doors. Alright, so doors in this game, they're actually like hard-coded separately from the graphics. So where you have to touch a door and where the door will actually open are like independent.
AKA nowhere close.
Right, yeah, so like sometimes you have to hit like the very left side of the door to get it to open.
And sometimes Brian will like hit his staff on the left side of the door and the right door will open. It's really good. We put this in the wind, right?
Why? Alright, so there's a couple reasons we're going water off the start. First of all, at 7 water, we're going to get healing 1, which will let us survive random battles later. Secondly, water works well against the first boss. And thirdly, after we beat the first boss, we will get to exactly 19 water, which will let us cast the exit spell and get back to the beginning of the dungeon, which will save about 2 minutes.
You're like 1 corner ahead of me.
That's all I need. You have a dewdrop that I do not have.
Yeah. I don't think that's going to help me very much until you get a dewdrop.
Alright, so we're going in this first house, and every town has a set of wings. This town happens to have the white wings, which will warp me back to this town at any point in time. The only reason I'm actually getting these white wings is to go to the entrance of the town after I grab this spirit in the prairie. This chest has another fresh bread in it. We're just collecting healing items so we can beat the first boss reliably. And secondly, for anyone who's not familiar with this game, there's a lot of levels on the overworld. They're called spirits. You may be able to see it on my screen here in just a second. It's a little white bubble. So I grab the white bubble and level up my water. Then use the white wings, which puts me back at the beginning of town. And now we're on our way.
Who's getting the first battle?
Oh no!
Kirkq.
Oh. Juice guts.
Oh,
Better
kill.
So on our way to the boss, we need to get exactly 33 experience points or more, which will let us get to 19 after we kill the boss. You wouldn't really know that there's an experience counter in this game, but using some tools, I was able to locate experience values for all the enemies. And I've memorized them through the first section, and I think Peaches has as well.
No. I'm probably going to overlevel, honestly. I always do compared to you.
So a lot of this game is battles. Over the course of the run, it tends to even out, except for 2 types of battles. There's battles that can get you frozen, which will keep you in battle forever. And there's an enemy towards the end of the game that takes like 10 seconds to walk towards you.
Oh, please.
So as far as these overworld spirits go, up until the second boss,
It begins.
we're pretty much gonna grab every overworld spirit in the game. After that, we're gonna skip a lot.
So, just some fun facts. We still have 20,000 viewers on Final Fantasy VII. And for some reason, this game uses twice the bit rate that Catacomb does.
Oh, you're ahead of me right now.
I have 6 too.
That's fine. I'm 2 experience points short.
This is the first battle where one of us could get frozen. Is in a bumper shoot and what's the other one called?
Parasol.
Parasol. Yeah.
It's very rare.
And
It's
the-
very rare.
I have been frozen a lot, and you want to get your distance from the blue guy right away because if you're far enough away, he'll heal himself for 0. So that's always better than getting frozen.
Peach is chilling over here with the big mouth.
Yeah, big mouths walk really slow, so you want to get out of them battles ASAP. They're also really strong against water, so you can't really kill them.
Through the fence.
Team Kirkq pulling ahead.
Nice 6 water there, bro.
I think I'm the only one on Team Kirkq.
Yeah!
Okay, we should be back on here, you guys.
Dude, they missed my fight.
It's okay, they can watch mine.
Just explain that.
Sorry about the lag stream for a bit, folks. Bit of a power problem, but
He'll go,
it's
if
all
he
been
gets
sorted
frozen
out.
once, I'm caught up inside.
We now have a chair people are not supposed to sit on.
Six viewers.
Alright. So for anyone just tuning in, we got to 19 water and killed the first boss. We also had to grind a little bit of defense so that we could slug it out with the first boss successfully. Peaches pulled ahead towards the end of the forest. He's ahead by like 30 or 40 seconds right now.
Got a $10 donation from Robert Bretz. Butters BB here. Catechumen in Quest 64, I approve of this poverty. My only disappointment is that Peaches and Kirkq are racing the sissy Japanese version of Quest 64 instead of the manly American version. Oh well, get it in.
Yeah, I'm a wuss. I'm the one who first suggested that we do this. And then Kirk tacked on.
If this was US version, you might not even see the end of the game today. With two of us running.
Oh, this is bad.
Are there people wanting you to explain exactly what the differences are between?
Ooh, that's...
You probably know more off the top of your head, right?
That's gonna take a while.
Yeah, there's quite a few differences. It's really different.
Alright.
You start.
I'll go. Alright.
Okay.
Number one, the battle arena is more circular.
That's the first thing you thought of?
This game is just better coded in general. Number two, anytime a stat goes up, Brian will glow that stat's associated color. Number three, your agility builds up faster and your defense builds up faster. Number four, every time you beat a boss, you will get an MP bonus.
That's a big one.
Which is pretty big because at the end of the game in the US version, you usually have about 24 MP, whereas in the Japanese version, we'll have like 80.
So, is it even possible to reliably beat Mammon in a single segment run on the US?
Kind of. You could use items. You got frozen?
I got froze.
Damn.
Alright,
There's also
hey, we're out.
there's a spell called Confusion that lets you regain MP based on how much damage that you take, and that helps out a lot in the US version. It's more risky, obviously.
There's a couple other things. There's more healing items at the beginning of the game to make the first boss easier. And I'll explain. Yeah, there's critical hits in this version. Anytime a red number appears above my head, it means I got critted. Two of the last bosses in the game are also like, they take about half as many hits to kill, which is a huge deal.
Got a $5 donation from Gregory Smith. Hey pals, it's your good old friend Greg Scree. Greg X-Ree coming at you with a sick donation comment. My name is Lindsay, I'm the DOES, so put the food bank to the test. You need a hand, be our guest, put my money to whatever P. Diddy wants.
Put it towards that bird.
Yo, we need more birds. Just bird it up.
Oh no, dude!
You got froze again? Please.
Okay, I'm out. We got plenty of time to catch up.
Yeah. I'm not comfortable at all with this lead.
Got a $30 donation from Siestia Manthe. Greetings from Germany. Sadly, I cannot watch most of the weekend due to a con, but keep it up anyways. The Luigi's Mansion run was crazy good. You guys are the best. Kind regards, Cool Wool. And I'm sorry about mispronouncing your name.
So as kind of a side note, this forest we're both about to be in is entirely optional. There are 6 spirits in it, which will really help us out with the next boss.
We were thinking about an experimental route that would skip this, but it seems so RNG dependent.
Got a $100 donation from Michael Murphy. Great marathon so far, putting 100 towards Order of Ecclesia because I want to see Rom Scout suffer.
Muscles! Why? Well, alright, thanks for a donation. It's not gonna be that much suffering.
Hopefully for who? For you or for us?
Either? Both?
So, a little bit of tech skill in this game. Anytime we cast healing, you can cancel a heal into a heal. But anytime you end the chain of heals, you want to cancel it by having Brian look around for a spirit. It saves about half a second every time we do a chain of heals.
You guys laugh, but that adds up. It's multiple seconds over the run.
Got a $35 donation from Megan Badur. I was tempted to donate $5 for every time Catechumen crashes, but then realized I'd probably bankrupt myself. So instead, here's a shout out to Peaches for being awesome, and he can apply this to whatever he likes, so I'm guessing more birds?
That bird.
Is it birds or bird?
The bird.
Bird, okay. Bird hype. Got a $10 donation from Fraser Morrison. How much do I have to pay to get someone to run Glover at AGDQ? I know a guy. I'm going to try and hook you up with that one.
Oh, why did you guys spawn up here?
I think I've seen this before. It's rare.
Oh, that was a terrible Princess Peach's slide. Speaking of tech skill, there's a technique that I call Princess Peach's slide, where if you end your turn right before you reach the edge of your movement circle in this game, you'll slide out of it and you'll move farther than you would have been able to go otherwise. The drawback to this is that you don't grind agility as fast. You grind agility significantly faster if you actually are touching the edge when you end your turn.
Yeah, there's actually an algorithm in the game that, like, it takes the distance you move from the center of the octagon until the end of your turn in that battle, and it, like, accumulates that. And once that accumulates enough, you get an agility point.
Okay, so we're not doing the end.
Right.
Okay.
I'm getting the silence.
Are you gonna do like double blood gels or what?
Yeah.
Dang. Wait, is that necessary? Am I gonna have to double blood gel
You're
like
gonna need to kill.
2419?
You're gonna need to kill 5 bullet gels. Peaches may be in the lead, but if I feed him misinformation, he might kill himself.
Mind games. That's really best.
Isn't that how you won the Game Boy Quest race?
I wish I could have been in that. It's actually pretty fun.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
If you're just joining us, this is a fundraiser, Summer Games Done Quick, raising money for Médecins Sans Frontières, or Doctors Without Borders. And just a shout out, Doctors Without Borders is a fantastic organization. They raise money for people who are suffering due to armed conflict, epidemics, malnutrition, exclusion from healthcare, or natural disasters, and they provide independent, impartial assistance to those most in need. So shoutouts to Médecins Sans Frontières for being such a cool organization. And of course, this is being put on by SDA, Speed Demos Archives, which, they've been running speed run videos for a long time, and they've got the hookup for marathons too. Got a $10 donation from Chris Reeves. Thanks, the MG2. Got a $10 donation from Jacob Sloanwhite. First time watching one of the streams live, and I've got to say, Catechumen for Game of the Year. Hallelujah, let's see that glitch Diddy Kong Racing. The Hallelujah is one of the few comments I've seen only directed at Catechumen run speeches.
These guys hurt. If I get crit, I might die, actually.
I don't think so.
Oh, no, actually. Yeah, they did way less than I thought. I got my mind.
This is the Japanese
US,
version,
yeah.
dude.
This lag.
Oh man, I need to gain some ground here somehow.
Right? You got frozen twice, right?
Yeah.
I got frozen once, but it was out of bounds, so it is. So, how are we getting back after the Isle of Skye?
You basically have to go out of the portal in the back of the house, and then go through the rings in Crystal Valley, and out of Water Pool.
Okay.
Got a $5 donation from Samuel Aquino. These are some really great Let's Play this live.
Wait, so there's...
Hype for Quest 64 race and Hall of Fame. This is for the Super Ultra Secret donation incentive.
And then you wings after Zelfs. Exit and then wings.
Got a $5 donation from Christopher Nagy. This is $5 because Peaches has a beard of awesome. Unfortunately, he gets no bonus points because he's not doing Glory Crossing last. Looks like it'll be a fun SGDQ, so let's hope for a marathon of epic wins and amazing failures. Have fun, guys.
Shoutouts to Shoot It.
Got $5 from Ethan Hetwer. Praise be to the Gatling Sword for hashtag for Christ.
Oh, this is your chance, Kirk.
Alright. I need that to last like 10 more turns. Oh, by the way, freezes in this game stack, so you can get frozen while frozen. Get him.
She's just lowering my defense, man. I'm safe.
Oh, there it is.
Got a $5 donation from Eden Vitievez. I have no idea what's going on in this game, but I'm watching anyways. Shout out to the Turtle Crew.
I mean, basically, we're just collecting little white blobs on the overworld to level up.
Yeah, you'll notice they made a deliberate switch here from water to earth, and that choice is specifically for obtaining the best move in the game.
All
Or
of the
they-
best moves in the
All
game.
of the best moves essentially, but one move in particular they only be using on cells to get the next boss. But they grind that water to start with because this game is very limited as far as how you can go about healing yourself, so they get the healing to start with. And then by getting up to 19 after that first boss, they get that exit spell that lets them kind of work back as if it was an escape rope of sorts. But after that, they're switching for the power spells.
And exit gets used twice in that forest with 6 spirits as well, so it gets used 3 times pretty early to save quite a bit of time.
Got a $20 donation from Joshua McMillan. Darren can't handle Quest 64 speedruns. Peaches is the man. He picks where it goes.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
Are you going for good city?
Got a $10 donation from Samuel Hessing. You never heard if Cosmo accepted the Hakuna Matata thing. Most likely no. Either way, put this to anything you want except for the birds. Alright, Peaches, you can't put it to the birds. What's it for?
Birds.
What else is
Birds
open?
singular.
That bird
The bird.
The bird, alright, yeah.
No, that's clearly not in the spirit of his donation. What else is open right now?
You get that tab open. There's near costume choices, near name choices. Coming up next, I believe, those are the closest.
Costume choices?
Normal, samurai, or kabuki.
Give me Kabuki.
All right. Kabuki is in last at $2 with samurai. Samurai's at 22 and normal's at 25. So we're bringing up the rear, Peaches.
Someone help me. I want to see Kabuki.
So what exactly is the story of this game?
Some guy stole a book, so you have to go kill him.
Also, your dad went after him, so you should probably find him too.
Yeah.
Okay. It's kind of like the Dragon Warrior story. Like your dad went after this bad guy, more or less.
Whoa, what did I just get from this?
What'd you kill?
Skulls. Scalabats.
I don't know, dude. That's not in the notes.
Oh, I got honey bread, dude. That's pretty good.
For the record, my laptop has like kilobytes and kilobytes and plus 64 stats on it.
But you know nothing about the scalabats. The honey bread is gonna come in handy. Are you taking notes, Kirk?
I might scratch that down over here.
Got a $20 donation from MC Alex Collins. Hey guys, just got here, so I have no idea what the prizes or incentives are. Put this to where it's most needed. I just bought 2 shirts. I was blown away by AGDQ this year, so I'm very excited for SGDQ. Your new donation page is very fancy. Shouts to, I want to say Uranium Anchor or Cool Maddie for that page.
SMK.
SMK.
Yeah, you probably
Completely
only
wrong.
killed 3 or 4 now.
Yeah, you definitely
How am I
deserve
not?
I'm going to improve it more for AGDQ.
Alright, Kirkq, where's the money most needed?
Ooh,
Kabuki.
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 Yes.
20 more to Kabuki.
I have to concede to Peaches until I can catch up to him. Which is about 10 more minutes.
Once Cells hits, that's gonna be a big choke point. What's the time at right now, by the way?
38.
36.
Okay.
36-15.
Are we even gonna get 45 Cells? I don't think we are.
Got a $5 donation from Philip Simpson. I really want a soundbite of that Minotaur sound to use as my ringtone and just about everything else. Put this money towards evolving toward the bird, unless you can evolve into some weird suckhole mouthfish.
You can't.
Bird it is.
Alright, so if you haven't noticed, these dungeons are like entirely corridors. There is one small circle in this dungeon, but the rest of it's a corridor.
It's pretty good level design.
And we're trying to kill these enemies called blood gels. They're the little red guys with the one eye. To get up to 16 water. Not 16, sorry, 18 before we leave the dungeon.
18 Earth.
18 Earth. What game is this?
Got a pie donation from Hayden McCraw, aka 3.14. Catechumen is the best game. Put this towards the development of Catechumen 2 or whatever the reader wants. So is that Bird now, or are we going to Kabuki?
Well, you're the reader.
Oh wait, reader. Oh, that's me. Yeah, you're right. You know, let's fight this. Let's put it toward the normal outfit.
No.
In here.
How dare you?
Shots fired.
New reader time.
Yeah. Donations for new readers starting now.
Got a $10 donation from Justin Betterly. For coming into Catechumen and having absolutely no idea what I was watching at almost 3 a.m. Also, shout out to Ray for his name getting a little butchered and him sending me here.
Alright, so I just silenced all these blood gels, which means they don't get a turn because all they have is magical attacks.
Got a $25 donation from Pan Wyatt. 2 years ago, the sharks whispered into the night. They said peaches. And then they demanded Quest 64. People were like, what? No one would possibly wish for this game. They must be pulling our leg. But no. Free fact, sharks don't have legs. Thanks for all the runs and all the work. Love you, Peaches. From the Queen of Sharks.
Shark out to Octave.
Hey, Peaches, do you want to describe how we started running this game?
Well, you probably know more. I thought it was just me and Annie being idiots.
Maybe it was.
Yeah, I think that's how it started. Okay, so it was me and Anna Meowsers did a race to beat the first boss. I think it took us like over an hour. And then we started looking up strats, and Kirkq, you had like pages and pages of posts on the task boards for it. So we started studying his notes and then doing full game runs, and I'm guessing like this is where you have a story to tell, right?
You actually messed that story up really terribly. I had never looked at this game before.
What?
We did that. We did an 80% race on Speedruns Live, and you quit it like the second boss and started over, and you still beat me.
Yeah, that was okay. Yeah, because
These are very conflicting stories.
His is a complete lie.
I thought that was. Don't you have posts on the task boards?
Yeah, like a year later.
That was okay. Anyways, yeah. So we did an 80% race to vanquish Mammon, and at the second boss, I had 23 Earth and 19 Water. And instead of going back into Call Hazard and winning one battle, I reset the game and started over from level 1, essentially. And it was a really intense finish because Kirkq took several wrong doors in Mammon's domain. And it's just like a really straightforward maze. I don't know how he got lost, actually.
I accept.
Yeah. I'll remind everyone when we get there. It's just straight. It's like checkerboard, but I don't know. You guys will see it.
That's why you started, but why do you keep running this game?
Alright, so originally like our first run was like 5 hours, but we were like, alright, we know what we're doing now, let's see what we can do. And then we got like a 3-ish hour run, which was pretty good. And then we look on SDA and we see that the time on SDA is want to say 246 or 247.
248. Is it a marshmallow run?
It's a
Yes.
marshmallow run. It's also segmented, which means he could have got like really favorable random encounter luck and boss hits. But we're like, okay, we're only 15 minutes behind this. I think we can beat this. So now we've beaten the segmented run by about 14 minutes with no new strategies.
It was just like kind of refined gameplay. There's nothing even groundbreaking about our new route. I guess we do skip Shamwood.
Yeah, Marshmallow actually backtracked to get more spirits because he couldn't kill the bosses from saves
For some reason.
for some reason. At a higher level than we usually do it at.
Yeah, it was a rough run, and so for some reason we took it upon ourselves to try to improve it. So the single segment is down to the US is what, like 231?
231.
And the Japanese version is like 202?
200.
200, okay.
But yeah, so, and those are both fairly optimized runs. Like, so the US version is naturally like 29 minutes slower than the Japanese version, primarily due to, like, all the differences we were discussing way earlier in the stream.
I got a $5 donation from James Rodriguez. Request for a future marathon. I'm looking at you, Yama, right now. Play Quest 64 in the best category, low percent.
I can do that.
That would just be the.
Is there anything wrong with that?
Put it like down in the corner, like picture in picture going on the entire game.
I can do that.
How's low percent quest going?
What's the low percent world record at now?
It's like 620, I think.
By the way, Kirk, we have a donation and they're asking for you to put money on it, but to not do Kabuki because Peaches keeps doing Kabuki.
Alright, screw the underdogs, whatever.
I think Kabuki's ahead now.
What?
What's some other stuff we can donate towards?
What about the Doom Watch Me Die?
That's pretty far away, but I'd be okay with that. It's my run, so. How you feeling about that, Kirk?
Yeah, I think we'll do that.
Okay.
Alright, I've caught up to Peaches by maybe a minute or so, I feel. He's about to leave the dungeon.
You're at 17 still, though.
Yeah, I have to fight one more battle.
Got a $50 donation from Kendall Bean. Greetings, runners. Great jobs on the runs so far. Glad that I now get to start messing up my sleep schedule in earnest. Here's to naming the Dark Souls file name Sunbro, since we have to include it in the run somehow. Tell Ubergoose that his tutorial videos are invaluable and that I'd love to race him and Coddy sometime. Great cause, great runs from Cardfed.
Coming up here on Peach's screen is one of the most difficult tricks in any speedrun that's ever.
There's a little bit,
discovered.
so you can get height. But the fence clip will happen.
He's going to attempt the fence clip.
The fence clip was actually the last thing we ever discovered in this game.
The last, like, glitch.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the silent flute to kill the blood gels was after that, but it's way less important.
This fence clip saves almost 8 to 10 seconds.
It is the only glitch in the
Pixels
game,
are
right?
required for this?
The alignment of this, as far as I know, I mean, it's perfect in about 10 or 12 different places. So, just to give you an idea of how hard this is.
Multiple emulators have exploded trying to figure out exactly how precise it is.
Yeah, we might have to.
Are these using Kirkq's tools or?
Yes. Okay, I got the wings. What's her name?
Annette, maybe?
She's in the ending. You translated this. You should know.
I didn't translate it. My stream lurkers did.
Here we go.
Okay.
I know I'm for Team Kirkq, but that was pretty good.
Now Kirkq built it up.
Yeah.
Are you gonna like
Did you go in
switch
the
routes
windmills?
now?
What?
Did you go in the windmills?
Yeah, both.
Okay.
Are you gonna switch routes and do the Taz fence clip?
Should I jump the windmills and catch up?
Do whatever you need to.
Got a $5 donation from Sean Hoffman. Second time watching you guys speedrun, and I'm loving every minute of it. Who needs sleep anyways? Love from Pittsburgh, go Steelers. Got a $50 donation from William Brent. Kirkq in Game of the Year 2013, Quest 64 Game of the Year 2014.
I've watched a bunch of runs. I gotta say that was actually the fastest fence clip I've seen. It's pretty good.
Let's see if Kirk can have an
Kirk
answer to that.
That's the question.
If you can't do it, then it's like Peaches wins by default at that point.
Yeah, it's really uphill from that point. Show us
Oh.
the marshmallow.
I'm rooting for you, Kirk.
What's in the back chest here?
Bread.
Okay. So I might as well get it. For some reason, I thought it was an amulet.
Alright, so Peaches is getting pretty close to this boss fight, which can take plus or minus like a minute, depending on how lucky you get.
Hey.
Peaches just got the 24 Earth, which got him the spell Avalanche, which he's going to use to fight the boss with.
Got a $20 donation from Shane Hill. Shoutouts to Peaches and Kirkq from your pal Tyrone. Great, good job taking down Satan with a holy minigun. Now try taking down Mammon with some boulders. Much love for all you folks from SN64.
Oh, could it be?
I look a little sloppy there.
I know, a little
It was a
sloppy.
bit of a struggle, but he got it.
That was not a
Two fence clips in the same marathon.
Alright, let's see if I can disappoint some stream viewers here.
Would you say this boss is harder than the fence clip?
Oh, please. Yes. Really? Alright, 0.
Good turn.
And he walked up to me.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
It's starting.
This is the comeback of
Yeah.
Kirkq.
Oh, okay, okay. The idea for this boss is to get him to use his mid-range attack over and over, because you can dodge it really easily. If he walks up to you like this, you take 3 damage. So I could get crit on that.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna roll the dice.
How much more damage does a crit do?
Enough to kill me.
Slightly more than 1.5 times base damage.
Wow.
How many rocks is this? 4?
11 to 12.
Wow, that was a good roll. 4 connected, 2 missed.
A lot of pages there.
It's the notes.
This game is technical.
Alright, rolling the dice again. Wow.
I'm about to go.
So from here on out, the go-to spell becomes Avalanche just because its damage output is superior to anything else
Yeah.
in the game. But the problem with it is that there's
Did I get
not
wings
really
again?
a known pattern to the way
Oh
the
my
rocks
gosh, I
fall.
could get.
Whoa! Did you get the wings?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not that big of a deal.
It's not huge.
That's crazy though. That was a monster crit.
That reminds me.
Oh my gosh, dude. I have to exit the monastery.
Oh, gross.
Ooh.
Pad my lead here.
That's true.
That's extraordinarily unlucky. But it's really never over. In a previous race, I died to a pony, so anything could happen.
Got a $5 donation from Zach SK. Good job to Peaches and Kirk, Hot Pocket Q. I'm not sure when you have time to read comments in this action-heavy game. Quest 64 is the die-hard of RPGs. Shoutouts to Jirio. If you're wondering what to do with your life after this fantastic Quest 64 race, we got Evo, the Search for Eden coming up, followed by Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage, going to be Darkwing Duck for Evo, and Spudley Man for Spyro 2.
Now that I have 25 in water, I can start casting Escape. I think 23 is when you get it.
Yeah, that's right.
And I went up to 25 so I could get Healing 2. So it gets me pretty well prepared to go through this blue cave. So I can heal faster after battles, and then during battles I can try to escape them. The odds of it working are not that great, but it doesn't really hurt to try. Obviously it takes a little bit of time to watch the animation happen, but as long as you have an okay success rate, I mean, what, like 1/3, it can be worth it.
I notice a lot of attacks are missing. Is there like a known discrete value?
I think it varies based on your agility largely. Escape itself is like a 30 to 50% chance of success.
Got a $25 donation from
That's a death.
That's rough.
Vuludgeon. Vuludgeon here uses money to name Squirtle Smugleaf in Pokemon because we all know who the best starter really is.
He's back for more, dude.
Oh no. Oh my god.
This guy.
So you was using Escape there was actually quite a risk because there's only a 50% chance of it working.
So that's actually you escaped by walking out.
Oh, wait, right, yeah.
Yeah, Kirk doesn't have it yet. And Elania, jeez.
This anime can kill you in 2 turns. Oh my god.
Wow.
Got a $2 donation from Gwendolyn Gubala. Kirkq, I stayed up late just to see this run. And I'm terrible at staying up past 9 p.m. Thank you for enduring through such a boring game to provide us with entertainment. You can do it. This was donated before the death, by the way.
Oh. Oh my gosh, I need my MP back.
Is this the only way to regain MP outside of items?
Yeah, you just spin in circles. Or just whenever you run.
Alright.
Is that 2? Oh! Wow.
Alright, so that's the like planned flaw in this run is when Zelth gets a critical hit on you. I haven't wasted any items yet, so my chance of beating the game has not gone down at all.
I'd like to re-ask my question, why do you keep running this game?
You know, if I was playing the US version, these crits wouldn't even be possible.
Got a $10 donation from Kieran Humphreys. Greetings from England. $10 to have LG as the trainer name in the Pokemon Leaf Green run. Wish you best of luck with all your runs.
Green wings. So that death to the orc, which is the big brown guy that killed me originally, that was kind of a fluke, and I admittedly probably could have played a little more conservatively there. That death to Zeus is just something that the run can't really account for.
Yeah, and
I still
I
get
was
a good time.
I was at risk of that happening for the entire fight, basically. It's just a risk that you take when you run this game. That's why we have 2 TVs doing this at once. It's not a race, it's more like just upping our odds of finishing.
Got a $20 donation from Tori Martin. Waited all day for the Quest 64 run. I don't know if the speedrun skips anything, but you should spare Zeus because he was my favorite character as a kid. Or
I'm sparing him pretty hard right now.
Or maybe just beat Mammon's head in with a staff. Money can go to the winner of the race's choice.
Birds.
So, Peaches, what do you want this for?
Did I get another pair of green wings that time?
Just check your inventory.
Is it possible to hit Mammon with like the staff melee wise?
Yes.
Yes.
There's a certain area you have to stand to do it.
In fact, on the Japanese version, you can hit him twice.
That is true. Anytime you staff on the Japanese version, you can get a second staff out if you mash A. Or
Yeah,
perhaps
there's like a
time.
1 frame time. It's like just after it like swings forward. But mashing is good enough because I think this game runs at like, what is this?
I don't know, it lags
20?
a lot. I think it's 30 to be honest.
Yeah.
Does it
but there's
take
so much
input
time.
at 60 or?
I don't know. It's pretty easy to mash and get it, so I don't think it's terribly hard to do.
Round 2. At 78 health, Zeus's max base damage on his large cutter is 33.
Okay.
So I'm not really safe there. He could crit me to death right here again.
Don't do this to us, please.
I've played this game enough that it doesn't even really faze me that greatly when a boss is walking towards me about to crit me to death. It took me back a little bit because it happened on stream, but if this was just me streaming world record attempts, I'd just punch the reset button and go again. Don't do it. Jeez. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
He's starting to put me in like orb attrition territory. Don't do it! We still got honey breads. Back off, dude.
So how far do you have to be for Zeus to do the mid-range attack?
Alright,
Okay.
I don't think there's any real guaranteed distance. I've seen him walk an entire circle worth. Sometimes he just really wants to get in your grill.
Yeah, generally, the safe way to do it is anytime you are, he mid-ranges you one round, if you try and recenter yourself to where you were in the arena, he'll usually do it again. Not guaranteed though.
Got a $100 donation from Brian Peck. Finally was able to catch a marathon that wasn't on the archive, so I had to donate. I'm so glad to see Quest 64 on stream. My brother and I would rent this from Blockbuster, so I'm staying up, kept awake by the power of nostalgia. I never knew that there was so much complexity to this game until I saw that bonus stream from SGDQ 2012. Split the donation between the racers and keep up the good work.
So another fun fact, anytime you beat a boss, you get an elemental orb type thing, and the game uses the elemental orb as the trigger for events in the game. So like story progression, more or less. So we're in the town of Larpool right now, or I am at least. In Larpool, that door I just opened a little bit ago, only opens after you beat Zeus and have Zeus's item.
That being the case, is it possible to skip any of the bosses?
No, it's pretty well hard-coded. We used a code to give no-clip to ourselves, and even if you no-clip into the area that you would use to enter, like Blue Cave, for example, you still can't enter it, even if you no-clip into the loading zone.
The fire boss Fargo, towards the end of the game, he actually doesn't seem to trigger anything. So if you could find a way to walk around his loading zone, you wouldn't have to fight him. But he's well in the way of where you're going.
Is it true with Shelf, too?
Yes.
Probably,
Yes.
I think you should read this one.
Are there any out of bounds in this game? Like out of bounds clips?
Not that we found.
So is the fence clip the game's clip?
Basically, yeah. Which is pretty impressive, because for an early N64 game, you'd think it would be chock full of random exploits and glitches. It's actually really well coded.
See,
Like-
I'm still convinced that there's so many walls in this game that no one's ever walked upon like 90% of the surface area of the walls.
I just think it's impressive that from an objective standpoint, it's probably the most well-coded N64 game I know of.
Right next to Superman 64.
In terms of like collision detection, I don't know about.
Viability of running.
Yeah.
All right, the people have spoken. We have $10 from Robert Davis. Awesome SGDQ so far. $10 more if you let Golden read a couple donations for old time's sake. Well, I'll read yours, Robert. There you go.
That's it?
That was it.
All right.
Back to Quest.
Nice.
We got $20 from Connor KR. Hey, 20 to Amy Story from KQQEM. There's a pronunciation right after. Kick him into bees. The catechumen run by Peaches was amazing. Highlight reel, no doubt. JJ Foot is spreading the love with a $50 donation. Quest 64 race, yes please.
By the way, we did have that $100 donation split between the runners. Did we still want birds?
What's the birds at?
It's at 186 over 50, or 165. Whose man was 50.
Can you dump it into Kabuki?
Yeah, we'll put it in.
Okay, thanks.
Kirkq.
Kabuki.
Yes!
So, not really split.
Is Kabuki?
We made our choices independently, I assure you. Alright, so this is actually what Peaches is about to do is, I think, the actual last thing we found in this game. So, this spirit he's about to grab can be grabbed over the cliff. We were dumb and didn't know that before.
We never tried.
So how confident are you that your route is optimal?
Oh god, what am I doing? Moderately, because the game is basically a straight line.
Oh, you have to save with the bird, don't you?
I'll save on the boat.
Yeah. I'm gonna save with the bird. By the way, we're not playing with memory packs, so if we get to the point where we run out of items, we can't load an old save and beat the game. We're just out of luck.
Just done.
The game doesn't have cartridge-based saving?
Nope. And playing with a memory card is actually slightly slower, because we do use an in one time in the world record run to set a spawn point for a death warp. And if you have a memory card in, it asks you a bunch of stuff about if you want to save, and it takes longer to load.
We got a $10 donation from Sergej Jansen. Love what you guys are doing. Looking forward to the rest of the marathon. Put it towards Black Zero and greetings from Germany.
Now that I have 36 rock, I can use a spell called Magic Barrier, which makes me completely invincible for at least 2 turns. In the Japanese version, I think it can go up to like 6. It's definitely more resilient than in the US version. So this becomes pretty much the way that you beat every boss from here on out, is alternating between Magic Barrier and Avalanche.
In the US version, it has a 50% chance to drop after the first avalanche. In the Japanese version, that chance is about 20%.
Got a $10 donation from Corey Dearborn. Hey guys, Kirkq here, and thanks to all of you for doing this again. I love Quest 64 and shouts to Peaches from one rider to another.
Wait, who is that?
Kirkq.
Oh, okay.
Alright, this is my last major chance to catch up, because if Peaches dies to this fight.
Does the magic shield like guarantee a win?
Well, it can miss. So I can cast it on myself and miss it, which is obviously not good.
Kirkq, do you have the percentages on what the miss is?
10%. As told to me by some guy from Game FAQs, which we know is a reliable source of information.
You didn't test that with your emulator tools?
To get that one, to get that number specifically, you would either have to do a ridiculous amount of brute forcing, or you have to use an emulator with a debugger. And I actually didn't even know there was a Nintendo 64 emulator with a debugger until the guy from Game FAQs told me about it.
We got $50 and 20 cents from Michael Lilly. Thanks for the sweet Quest 64 pro tips. Who's gonna man up and do the US version at AGDQ? Put this towards 502, link to the pass file name.
Yeah.
And Andrew Preen, welcome back again. $10 donation, my 7th donation, but not my last donation by far. Really enjoying the stream. Hype.
You're gonna be super ballsy.
I don't know, this is the Japanese version. I really wouldn't rate that super mediocrely, maybe.
I can't count apparently.
I can't either, actually. I missed the spirit a little bit ago, but I have a backup strat.
Please.
So this is my 10-second walk of shame, because I forgot a spirit.
Are you doing the Z spirit?
No, not that one.
Please.
So does this maze actually have a maze?
It's yeah, this is actually kind of a maze.
Okay, okay. That was a really clean Nepti fight, despite the fact that I was really, really not responsible with my item usage. I left myself open. I was relying way too hard on Magic Barrier, but I had a Magic Barrier that lasted for like 5 turns, so I'm getting really lucky right now.
Had some of that this way.
Right. The game is definitely holding my hand right now.
How much of a run of this game is based purely on luck?
All of it.
Yeah, it's all luck.
The US version especially. Like, the US version, you try to minimize the number of items you get, such that when you beat the game, you pretty much have no items left. And as such, I have gone like months and months without finishing runs before.
Okay, so I take the teleporter.
Yeah, in the back.
Okay. The reason I'm convening with Kirkq every so often is we kind of like agreed upon a route that wouldn't put us in a position to be like extremely behind. By extremely behind, I mean like 13 minutes or something like that. If we so it's like very, very slightly different. I want to say like less than a minute, but I just wanted to talk to him about it.
Got an important question from Tim Anderson, who donated $10. How much do you guys love/hate the opening notes of the battle theme?
I hate everything about this game.
Glad to finally see Quest 64 in a proper marathon. Have fun all.
I can't think of a worse game to run except for PJ's 7th Saga. Like, if you compare this to 7th Saga, it has like all the same terrible elements where like there's random encounters all the time and bosses can randomly critical hit you and destroy your run instantly.
Why do you guys run this game? Do you have like any redeeming qualities and you're like
I'm gonna go with tenacity.
I hate myself.
It's masochism in video game form.
I'll accept that.
The true masochism is the low percent. You guys don't even know. I guess I'll explain it quickly for the uninitiated. The low percent in this game is to beat the game with the minimum amount of experience possible, as in the only battles that you win are boss battles. And so that requires grinding for like 3 hours straight. And by grinding, I mean like mashing A and Z to end your turn as an enemy hits you. So you just watch yourself get beat up for hours. And then finally you can go and kill the bosses. It's pretty terrible. The US version is even worse, since, as Kirkq explained, you gain defense much faster in the Japanese version. So on the US version, you grind for more like 6 hours?
Is this lagging in? I hope so. Otherwise I'm a noob. Oh no.
What are you...
Oh no!
Did you save on the boat?
Nope.
Go to the boat.
Alright. I'll go to the boat.
We got a $10 donation from Alexander Velasco. Loving this Quest 64 run. I was waiting all day for it, and as one of the heads of the Roses and Cruise to Let translation team, I'm looking forward to a Rude and Statchel run. Thanks so much for helping this game get the exposure it deserves. And $5 from Jace Moore with an important message. Sick game to start off the new day. Good work, fellas. Stay thug.
Alright, so I have my stat sheet here, and every time I go to fight a boss, I always figure out what the highest thing they can hit me for is.
Minus a crit.
Minus a crit, minus special circumstances.
How
where
well
I
has
get
that been
all-
working out for you?
Today, 0.
Kirkq. No.
Kirkq! Alright.
Hey!
So 91. Nefty can hit me for 42 base damage.
No, we just.
Unless she hits me with 3 pink orbs, which can deal a little more.
Don't pull on me.
Stephen Higashi laid down $10. Hey, Ray here. Glad to see SGDQ on for a good week of fun. Upset there's no zoo race though. Put my $10 on Bird. As Michael Gaines has put $5, saying this, please put this $5 towards naming Edward in Final Fantasy IV Poxnor. Hopefully, after the Renoa incident, he won't want another lame character to bear his name. And this will get out of control enough to make him intervene. Loving the marathon, let's destroy another goal.
So Avalanche actually has kind of a distance range to it, so I have to stand back from Neffy a little bit to get it to connect with her reliably. If you stand right next to her, it'll almost never hit her. Okay.
Good fight.
As long as I stay within one boss of you, if you die, I'm in the lead.
Yeah. One boss is not a lead.
How many bosses do you have left that you're like scared of?
Nepti's the big one.
Yeah, I think the next really, really bad one is probably Beegis.
Beegis is a long fight, and he can
just crit you.
Yeah.
The others shouldn't be that bad. Shilf could go bad if Magic Barrier misses. Fargo really isn't too bad unless he crits.
Fargo's super safe.
James Farwell slapping down $20. Awesome marathon so far. DKC Kids Percent to Earn Dance and Catechumen were all amazing. This money goes towards Order of Ecclesia because maybe Romscat will finally find Shinoa's father.
Oh no. Will-O-Wisp.
Oh no.
Okay, that miss.
You're
That miss
so
was
lucky,
huge.
dude. That could have been it right there.
Okay, I really want to stay topped off for this entire dungeon. Yeah, because Will-O-Wisps hurt really bad. And if they crit you, I think if both hits crit, you die. I'm not sure about that.
Not directly. It's what will kill you is if they do 2 fireballs and then you cast escape and then escape fails and then they hit you and crit you, then you're dead.
Yeah. And the fact that I was below full health meant that I was in much greater danger, yeah, of dying even if they didn't crit me, I think. But I got my hand held again by a miss.
$10 from Justin Betterly, who has a very personal message. To the bird because Sam said no to the bird. So Sam, the game's in your court now. How are you gonna fight that back?
Actually, if Peaches dies, he should be behind me right now.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna try hard with this one, but we got $10 from MC Oxcons. 10 more to Kabuki for actually pronouncing my name right. You are the first reader to ever do so, and I donated over $300 last marathon. You probably won't get it again, but you got it right once, and that's what counts. Godspeed, Mr. Oxcons, or whatever it actually is. We got $5 with a quick shout out to Pie, Peaches, and SRG from Dudleyville.
I still have more HP than you.
Really? Wow.
Adam Hillman putting in $15. So far, so good. Enjoying the part of the MGS run I saw, and hope that RO wins a bid for one of the 3 Zelda file names. Or one of their Zelda file names. $3 each for it being in Zelda or Zelda 2, and another $9 for for Twilight Princess. Keep up the good work. Actually, Nigler, you might want to stay for this one because we got a $7 donation from Andrew Hagen.
Kirkq alive.
Well, alright, maybe you won't. Though Johannes Zick is donating $10, 1% Nightmare Challenge in Metroid Fusion. That sounds horrible to run. Put my donation towards that.
Time to build some atmosphere. I could do that. Please, this is no longer the bonus stream. I gotta take this serious.
This is the Kirkq support chair. Somebody's gonna be over here.
We got $10 from Sean Harton. Love what you guys do and how you do. Put this to the normal guy thing, and the reader said, I missed it, sorry. That was actually the normal outfit in Nier.
So this entire bridge is a no encounter zone. It takes like over a minute to run across it. There's really no point to it whatsoever.
And while he's walking across the bridge, he's stacking up his step counter to get into the next encounter. Which, basically, the higher that gets, the higher the probability of him getting into an encounter when he is in a viable encounter zone. So as soon as he gets to the bottom of this ramp, he's basically going to get into an encounter right about...
It's a couple steps in.
Here.
Like, now? And your encounter rate is cleared out whenever you enter a battle or go through a loading zone. Anything else do that?
I think that's it.
Oh, and very special difference between Japanese and US. When I level this up to 50, I glow.
It's a big
cool.
deal.
Thanks, Japan.
As far as we can tell, like, the US version was rushed out, and these, like, features never really got put in. And then the Japanese version was rushed out too, but slightly later.
Yeah, the Japanese version is almost like a patch or like an expansion pack, sort of. I mean, it really has like so many quality of life things that just make it a much better, more polished game.
Yeah.
They also added an ending.
One of the kind of big things is you actually, when you're on the overworld, you can put this little marker on the map, and it'll actually show on your compass. And as long as you walk towards that marker, you'll get to wherever you marked. Because a lot of people really can't read a compass very well.
Don't crit me. Wow.
Ooh,
So
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
If I get crit, I think I'm dead.
No, you're fine. Unless
If I
it
get crit?
double crits you, you're dead.
Oh.
Synchronized healing.
Luke Hayes putting in $10. First time I've been able to catch the marathon live. Keep up the great work and good luck on all your runs. And Hagen Miller has this to say, looking forward to Spyro, Super Mario 64, and Twilight Princess. Keep up the awesome work whilst keeping me away from work. Much love from Melbourne, Australia, and that love sent right back from Colorado. Chadwick's III has $15 and has a declaration that Catechumen and Quest 64 are amazing examples of programming and design. Put this towards something that can match these masterpieces.
Uh-oh.
96. You're hurting.
Oh.
I'm gonna eat this fresh bread. I don't need it later.
Alright.
I'm still at 96. Alright, so Peaches still has plenty of boss fights to die to, so I'm not completely out yet.
I even have regular enemies to die to. It's really not over until
That's true.
Until Mammon explodes into pink beams.
Got $5 from Austin Banting. Hey Peaches, I don't know if you know this, but in Quest 64, if you go to the starting town and go to the edge of the cliff, there is this invisible floor. Open the door, get on the floor, everybody walk the dinosaur. Also, shout out to the Turtle Crew.
We really could have used that comment earlier. It's a bit late for that now. Wow, Shilf was getting dunked on. Please.
What happened?
I jinxed it.
You're falling apart.
Colorado.
Alright, Avalanche Miss, followed by Magic Barrier Miss, followed by Critical Hit, followed by Magic Barrier Miss.
Followed by lightning hits the building and my TV goes off.
That's actually probably my best chance right now.
Do I have any more? Oh, yes I do have more.
I feel like I'm catching up again, but I might just be delusional at this point.
Possibly.
I mean, if that continues, maybe you are.
She's got the jukes. she's so good.
Wow. What is going on?
Quest.
Shilf's actually a pretty large boss as far as hitting her with rocks goes. Nepta is like the tiniest boss in the game, and you can go like rounds and rounds without ever hitting her.
Oh.
It's a start. We're getting somewhere. It tried. Oh.
Baby steps.
Okay. Yes. Thank you, Shilf.
We got a $10 donation from Christopher Smith. Hey guys, good job on the run so far. Donating for a roll call and for saving the animals.
Did anyone see that camera?
Oh, we got a donation for a roll call, so
I'm Peaches.
I am Kirkq.
I'm withheld.
Oh, I'm Duke.
I'm Graviton.
I'm Iron.
I'm golden.
I'm Daisy.
Flip.
I'll be saving at the time.
True Shade.
I'm Studio on the mic. I see the tech staff hard at work. Don't want to bother them right now.
Actually, just don't sit so I can catch up a little bit. Are you? You move.
I thought you were asleep for a sec.
Well, I got a spirit for that, so
That's
whatever.
fine. That's fine.
Wow, you're just getting into shit.
Right now. That's so much closer than it was before, dude.
Yeah. My shield fight is so good.
Yes.
Right?
Yo.
Yeah.
Never stops.
Alright, we got one rock. Oh no!
Oh, that's rough.
Don't crit me. Alright.
You might even want to do a safety play.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
These
Whoa.
drops.
A little bit of generosity coming your way.
Yeah.
A little bit. Just.
Nice cast.
I'm getting the same luck you were back.
Yeah.
Usually, Shilf can go down within about 6 or 7 casts.
Yeah.
And I'm probably approaching like 15 to 20 right now.
Rocks hit her like a truck. If you can get like a really good casting hit with like 5 or 6, the battle's more than halfway done.
Oh my gosh. Am I really this low on items?
Okay, nice. I think that was faster than mine. I think you caught up by probably a minute.
Yeah. I would say that was worse than average, but Peaches was like the worst shield fight I've ever witnessed.
Yeah.
It's all about the Stonies now.
Pretty much, yeah. The Rockies. Oh, I got my first Rocky. Look at these guys. Look at them. Oh wow, that was a really short. That was short. That was really generous. I still have to watch him again.
He's coming.
If they spawn a little bit closer to you and the escape boundary is pretty far away, it actually becomes a better strategy to just like stand next to them and spam escape so that they don't have to walk. And we may see that. Oh no, this is perfect. The fact that it's downhill helps me dodge the rock a little bit too.
I wonder if it takes him longer to walk downhill.
Right, yeah. Unfortunately, I still got hit by the rock, so that means time wasted healing after the battle.
Edward Yips has donated $10 and he has a positive message. Do your best, guys. And Andrew Preen, welcome back. My 8th donation, but not my last. By the way, loving the stream as he slapped down $20. Jacob Denell. Hey guys, I don't have a whole lot to give at the moment. Like many others watching, but I wanted to at least give what I can to such an amazing cause. Have the runner 3 games from now choose whatever he wants with this meager amount of money to go towards. Also, Austin, go to bed. You have work tomorrow. And Bonesaw577 will be taking that $1 and doing so as he pleases when he wakes up. Got $10.
He wants to save the English.
You never know after a good night's rest. Maybe he wants to kill him in the morning.
Maybe he had a bad dream.
Metroid Nightmares. We got $10 from Yagamoth. Really enjoying the show so far. Shouts to Yagamoth. He is a really cool dude and really active on SDA.
Gotta send to that camera, dude.
I usually end up mashing B to the beat of the music.
Oh no. There was like 20 frames.
Just what I needed. Our music was almost synced right there. It's
Yeah, it's
kinda
something
cool.
hideous.
Oh no, dude.
These Rockies.
No.
They're coming for us.
This should make the highlight reel.
Okay, so I just stand next to him and spam escape because otherwise I will have to watch him walk. Hopefully Kirk will do the same.
No.
Oh, this is such
Oh
bull
god,
crap.
I hope. Yeah, this is the right way.
What's the probability on these?
Not very good. It's like 1/3 or worse.
I would say 30 to 50.
Is this the comeback?
It started, but we got a Rocky apiece now. On top of battles, I would say that this is the second easiest dungeon to get legitimately turned around in, just by virtue of sometimes the camera will spin the wrong way.
Yeah, the other thing is this dungeon, literally everything looks the same. Like,
Yeah.
other dungeons actually have vaguely unique textures that if you play this game way too much, you'll start to recognize them, unfortunately. But this dungeon, you will literally see the same, like, room 5 different times. And it looks the same from both directions. He's back for more. Oh my gosh, what is that?
Don't get crit.
He can't crit me. It'll put me down to like 8 health.
We got a $30 donation from Thomas Pichor. Hey guys, great work. Greetings from Germany. $30, reader's choice. All right, I've already lost the Kabuki fight. You guys won that. So I want to put $30 towards Pepsi Man for Super House of Dead Ninjas, because you got to rep the Pepsi Man.
Oh!
Meanwhile,
Big red. Like, when I grind out runs of this game, I will start getting like delirious at about this point in the game, and I will just forget completely where I'm at in the dungeon and how long I have to go.
Kevin Gillis has $10 and a simple request. Hey guys, don't think I've missed a marathon yet. Here's $10 for the 5-heart challenge. With another 10 if Kirkq and Peaches can say something nice about Quest 64.
Alright. Quest 64 is one of the top 5 RPGs on the N64.
Robin DePrenz has $5 to give and one word to say, banana.
That's the only reason.
I'll get that replica.
Me too.
I really like these battles that have the red wyvern and the 2 magma fish, because the wyvern will always be blocked by the magma fish. You will never be attacked on turn 1 by the wyvern. At least I never have.
I don't think I have either. I don't even know what spell he uses.
Probably just fireball.
He could use like water pillar and I probably wouldn't even know it.
How far behind is Kirkq now?
Probably like 3 minutes.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Maybe a little bit more depending on fights.
Yeah. I had a lot of potential going into the Shilf fight, but it didn't swing my way.
Yeah, well, Shilf caught you up quite a bit. And now it's pretty much on the Rockies. If I were to get really bad Rockies and you got really good battle RNG, we could exit this dungeon at the same time.
Yeah, one of the big things, like, this is pretty late in the run, and this dungeon by itself can kill runs just because the Rockies walk so slow. And you can get between like 5 and 20 Rockies throughout the dungeon. So if you get 5, you just save like probably 2 minutes over the one that gets 20.
That's why at no point have I considered this race to be over, even with the deaths or whatever, and the deaths.
The deaths.
It's definitely not over. I haven't even died. I thought that honestly I've had pretty solid boss fights, but there must be something along, like between Shelf and just general battle RNG. Kirk is catching up quite a bit.
It's those years of experience.
All those years on task forums. I swear you post on those things.
I do.
What about Quest?
After we played it a bunch of times. Peaches and I started running this game in like summer of 2011. And we just started running the Japanese version within the last year or so.
Yeah. These Rockies.
Alright.
Oof, nice. I'm coming up on the Fargo fight.
Wow, this cave is dragging along. Dragging.
You mean this game? The Fargo fight is relatively safe. Peaches should be able to survive one regular attack followed by one critical hit. But Fargo does take a lot of rocks, so the fight can take quite a while. I'm actually in the last section of Corridor right now, I believe. So I might get in the fight before he leaves. It'll be close.
If you're just joining us, this is Summer Games Done Quick, hosted by Speed Demos Archive. We're raising money for Doctors Without Borders to try and, help out the world. Don't know what they do. They provide assistance to people suffering from armed conflict, epidemics, malnutrition, exclusion from healthcare, or any sort of natural disaster. And it's an awesome organization. Doctors Without Borders is worldwide, and there's a just fantastic return on donations. Got a $20 donation from Andreas Martinson. Greetings from Swedenland, where the weather is cold but the chicks are hot. Here's 20 bucks for the 5-heart Zelda challenge. Keep up the good work.
Okay. That was a pretty average fight. I was hitting him with about 1 rock per turn, but it wasn't anything spectacular. I've definitely had better Fargos, but he's a pretty safe boss. I was playing it really safe by healing myself every time he damaged me, just because I had been crit here before, and I was just nervous, I guess.
Got a $10 donation from Matthew Volk. I love live streams like this and the great causes they help. I remember playing Quest 64 when I was younger and not knowing what I was doing. Keep it up. I can say from personal experience, if you play Quest 64 when you're older, you also don't know what you're doing.
Alright, I'm just now making it to the fight.
About 3.5 minutes between you.
I can gain a minute or two in this fight if it goes really well.
Yeah, mine was very mediocre. I can't complain. Like, I pretty much hit him with, on average, 1 rock per cast, but Kirk could get lucky here. I will be going to the end. Which chests do you get?
I don't know if I can tell you that right now. I
Is
think
it
it's
the
the
two on the inside?
I think it's the left one in both rooms.
Yeah, I think it's the inside.
I'm actually doing some work on Fargo over here. Peaches is going for some extra items which will make his run safer. I probably will not go for those. Big hits.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Give me one more, he might be dead. Nah, I'm gonna bury her once more. And then he should die within these next 4 avalanches. Alright.
Yeah.
Nice fight. Kirk making this a race. Good door here. You hit the left door and the right one opens. Where's the hotel? Actually, no.
You just saved, didn't you?
Nope.
Oh.
You going?
You went to that inn. You could have saved while you were there.
Oh yeah, it's in there, isn't it? Okay.
There's an inn in town as well that we never go to.
Well,
Well,
time for another good door animation.
alright, so this is actually kind of a big deal. This room Peaches is in has encounters all the way up until the front of the castle. However, we found that if you hug the left wall, you can't possibly get into an encounter. Also, the front door of the castle doesn't open at all. Someone in town will basically tell you to go around back.
Got a $5 donation from Dudleyville. Dudleyville here again. This $5 goes towards Pie Singing Old Man River. Also, Rystar needs to make a marathon return.
And that hugging the wall holds true in this little spot right here. I would get into 1 encounter probably before I got up this ramp if I wasn't hugging this right wall. Unlike Peaches, I am going to save because I haven't saved in like 20 plus minutes.
By this point, Kirk is caught up enough that if I die, he's probably going to win. So it's all on the table now.
Oh.
Matthew Gavin has a very important question to ask with his $10 donation. For the runners, if Quest 64 were a lady, what would she look like, and would you spend as much time with her as you've done with the game?
Next question.
To answer the second question, no.
A very, very important donation from Tyler Mitchell. I will donate 5 more if Kirk will stroke Peach's beard while looking longingly into his eyes.
Want to make this happen?
I can't do that, dude.
The charity, though.
There's $5 on the line, man.
Alright, sure.
I'll donate $5 myself so I don't have to do that. I'm committing to that.
Synchronized agility raise.
Our music is...
Pretty much synced.
I can't hear yours very well. Oh!
What is this?
The huge doors.
Evan Genjo putting down $50 with his message of love. I love what you guys are doing, and these marathons are amazing. I hope to get good at speedrunning to not only donate, but participate in what you guys are doing and showing what gamers are capable of doing when we come together. Shouts to Blue Glass and Cosmo. Love you guys. Can I get Nintendogs as the best Metal Gear? Also $25 to save Otacon, and $25 to whatever Kirkq wants. Kappa Love. Oh my god, WTF Zombie BBQ. So Kirkq, $25 still going towards Kabuki?
Is it even necessary at this point? What other donation incentives do we have going right now? I might get critted to death here. No, I'm safe. Apparently. What other donation incentives do we have going?
Checking them now.
Well, we do have the costume choice. There's also the name choice premiere, which only has a couple. Zerato Z, which has 6 donations for $110, and Cosmo for 20. Sorry, Cosmo. Yeah, it's only $20 for me. Let's see. Echo is coming up. Hard mode is still about $100 behind.
Alright, we'll throw it at that.
Okay, hard mode Echo it is. Also, I suggest other people donate for that because it'll be awesome. Blue Glass is playing it, and we all want to see him dominate hard mode.
Oh my gosh.
That was okay.
Guilty is the biggest boss in the game, so it's pretty common to get
Mammon?
to make it rain. Mammon doesn't even count. You could look away from the TV and beat him. From dead. I'm in the same fight as you.
Dang.
You brought it down.
Do it! Okay. I'm safe. Yeah, I'm safe. Stop with the punching, please. So many barrier drops. Those are 20% chance barrier drops that are happening.
Where is it? Alright.
You lost, man?
Where is it?
The spirit?
Yeah.
It's behind the third pillar on the left.
I tried. I looked there. Alright, I don't need it. It's going.
Did you save there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not hitting guilty for anything right now, dude.
The same can happen with Beaches.
Yeah, Beaches can take forever. This room's really easy to get turned around in after you beat guilty, so if you just remember that you have to exit to the south after you beat him, you'll never forget again.
Got a $7 donation from Andrew Hagen. Could we please get Kirkq, Slopesta Q, and Niglary to explain the intricacies of slopes in Quest 64? I am extremely curious. So Kirkq...
Alright, Nick Leary, you have 15 seconds to talk about slopes.
He abandoned the room. I've been waiting for
He
him.
ran.
What?
Flynn.
You gotta hit up the slopes chat.
Oh my god. Nick Leary comes in my Twitch channel and just talks about slopes nonstop. I actually forgot why it started, and I've given my mods permission to ban him anytime he makes any sort of reference. You'll get to him eventually.
Every time.
He runs.
My rock misses.
He runs
every
so
time.
far, man.
How many rocks is Beaches?
17-ish, maybe 16. Skipped all those items. Ooh,
Missing the crit.
Missing a crit. It's always right there.
Jeez, these are bad.
What items you getting down to?
I got plenty, but I'm not happy with these misses.
Entering the fight.
Really? Wow.
In the US version, if you see that miss above your magic barrier, there's a 50% chance it's gonna drop and you're gonna be in a really bad spot. How many rocks you at, Peaches?
Like 8.
I'm at like 2. I'm coming, dude. Oh, I was kidding.
What?
I didn't hit him. He's running. 5, 6. Oh!
We're like even. Ridiculous.
Uh-oh.
Alright, time to pull away.
Get back here. I do not have much time.
How much time is there left? How much time is there left?
On the run. Like less than 5.
It's only like 4.
I'm still a few avalanches away.
It's pretty fast from here on out. You just have to get the Mammon, and Mammon himself is really quick.
Yeah. Peaches is in the home stretch. It's hard. Unless he has like the worst encounter luck ever. Which we have seen worse.
It's, yeah. I have died to My Little Pony before.
Are we out? Not yet. How about this one? Get me out. Taking a risk. Not paying off. It's a 3-step process to die. First, your barrier drops.
Then your barrier
Then your barrier
misses.
drops again. Following that, you get critical hit. You are now dead.
So this portion of the game is the part that Kirk got lost in. You might notice me running in a straight line with no forks on the pad.
We'll explain why I actually got lost
Yeah.
a little bit. It's a little more complicated
This
than that.
this entire area is a no load or no encounter zone. There are no enemies you can possibly fight here. This room is pointless.
I'm running really low on it. This is my last item. I need to get my health back. If I want to finish the game, I need my health back.
Kirkq stabbing.
No.
Stab to victory.
Oh, I missed.
Fraud.
Oh no. No more of that.
Please. Where was that in your notes?
It's not there.
Kirkq that from?
Oh! Oh man. I have no healing items left.
Aren't you casting heal?
I should be.
Do you have MP items left?
A few. Get it.
Oh no.
No way. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I'm scared.
Alright.
Alright.
3 minutes.
Got time to engage.
Dang.
87
on that
MP.
screen, yeah. Pinhead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get chunked.
Got a $5 donation.
A pinhead could actually like double crit single hit you and probably kill you instantly.
Yeah, pinheads are the strongest enemies in the game. They're stronger than the final boss. I don't know why.
Got a $5 donation from Jack Flagler. Dude, I love Quest 64. I think that's the first person to say that so far.
No, dude. Alright, that guy, I believe that's the guy that does the metal remixes of Quest 64.
Oh, those are sick.
They're so good. I'm a huge fan, by the way.
You must hear this.
It sounds amazing, and I mean, you gotta be brave to do something like that, because Quest 64 does not scream metal to me.
Alright, in this room, Kirk went back into the same door. That's not what you want to do.
Yeah, like, there's a bunch of other rooms where you go in the room and then you go out the door you just came in. But on that boat, if you do that, it will take you back, like, a number of rooms. And you can just do that, like, over and over. And be really sad. And the worst part is there's a few rooms in this dungeon that look really similar. Like, the one... Like, if you just glanced at the stream right now, it would look like I'm about 5 steps ahead of Peaches. But unfortunately, we're not in the same room.
See, we got the same walkway. This is so dumb.
Oh! The frames.
Why? Doors to everything.
What are you doing to save frames while you're walking?
Holding up. Alright, I got through that room with no encounters, so I gained about 10 seconds on him. Uh-oh.
Oh man, that's a deadly combo.
Triple crit. Ooh. Gosh.
That's more damage than anything Mammon can do to you. I guess if a flame wall double hits and crits, it does more. But
I've never been double hit by a flame wall.
Yeah, you have to try.
Alright, Peaches is going into the final boss.
Got a $5 donation from Daniel Pinzas. As the one who suggested Cosmo as near his name, I know when I've been beat. Shout out to whoever posted Zeratzor and put those 5 down for that. I know 5 isn't much, but it's all I've got.
Uh-oh. Whoa! Put in the work. Alright, so Mammon takes like 8 casts, and he's so huge that like half your rocks will hit him every time.
I just have to hope Magic Barrier doesn't miss, and I just spray and pray with Avalanche.
So this room I'm in is kind of interesting. It says a little bit about the game's coding. There's 2 copies of this room, but in this room I can get into an encounter right here, and I didn't, luckily. But in the second instance of the rooms, if I walk the exact same path, I will never get into an encounter there.
Time.
2:13:20.
Do you
Okay.
want me to read the credits?
All right.
Make sure those are in order.
All right. I am gonna read this off translated.
Let's clear one thing up. Brian in the Japanese version is actually named Jean-Jacques. This is a very important piece of information.
Important version.
Okay. Leon. Please hold on. Everything's fine now. Let's get out of here. Can you stand up? That's all that, I guess. Bart. That voice. Is that you, Leon? Jean-Jacques. Jean-Jacques. Whatever happened? I don't know, but the evil wave that was blanketing this castle until now has vanished. Perhaps it was Jean-Jacques' doing. He, along with the spirits, protected Kelvin from the evil presence. He is certainly a master spirit tamer. I think this is Bart.
Yeah.
Anyways, Jean-Jacques, to think that little old you became a master spirit tamer, I thought you were just a mere child. Please be safe, Jean-Jacques. Spirits, I beseech you, please protect my son. TT says, thank you for all of your help. I'm going home to Greenock. Take care, people of Normoon. Annette says, is that so? You're leaving? But I heard that Greenock was burned to the ground. Will you still go back? TT, yes. Word is that it's safe there now. Greenock is my home. Even if my house isn't there anymore. Even if the land is ruined, I want to return home.
Should I do this blind?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm doing this blind.
Okay.
Oh.
TT.
I need to be able to hear.
I can just rebuild my house. Everyone will work together to bring Greenock back to the way it was. Surely, even if it takes a while. Annette. I suppose so, yes, that would be good. With that kind of spirit, you young people should be able to return the town to its former glory. Good luck to you. Yes, thank you. I missed that apparently. Zels, I'm glad that he's gone, but surely he will? Okay, now it's time for Leela. Ah, the dark aura of destruction has vanished. Young Lord Jean-Jacques, this was your doing, wasn't it? I believed in your power. I felt your strong mind and kind heart. There's nothing going on. And I just knew that surely you could pull us through. But now you're nowhere to be found.
I thought you were talking like I wasn't even hitting him.
No, I mean here, like,
freaking out.
they're just saying, like, he did it. Okay. Okay, Epona says, Mammon is gone, Jean-Jacques. You've done what I couldn't do. I've lived on for 1,000 years, keeping Mammon at bay, yet I'd only managed to steal him. And now, I may finally rest. I have no regrets. I've left everything to you. The young generation, filled with power, will go on to make a new world. There's no need for me to watch over it. Everything will be fine. Just do your best, Jean-Jacques. King Scatfort. A message from Queen Deanna came. King Beegis has been slain. At the same time, demons and goblins are disappearing here and there. How mysterious. Just who righted the balance of everything? Flora. Father, I know, Jean-Jacques. That boy, I told you that boy was a true spirit tamer. How you doing, Kirk?
I don't know, I might be about to die. I figured the crowd would have reacted by now if my magic barrier fest.
What happened to Jean-Jacques? Last I heard, he was headed for Castle Brannock. Father, what about Jean-Jacques? Is he okay?
I don't know. According to sources, there was no one in the castle, though it seems
you're a
at
liar.
least. His father Bart was safely rescued. The most important person in all this, Jean-Jacques, is nowhere to be found. On the roof of the castle, there was a magic stone circle. He probably flew off somewhere from there. He ventured into an unfamiliar world, fought, and perhaps even lost his life.
Alright, we got it.
Okay. You need to catch up from to here, and you need to read it from this
Oh
point
my
forward.
gosh.
Alright. I'm done.
Alright, I should be able to match up here in a second.
Yeah.
Where'd you leave off?
Flora is just about to talk about something.
On 32?
She says, yeah, 32.
Alright.
218.03, by the way.
At least I beat the US version record.
Or I should wait so that people can...
That's a new music track in the game. It's actually pretty interesting. It actually gives a finale type feel, unlike the old one.
Yeah. None of this exists in the US version. I don't know how many people watching have beat Quest 64, but this is not... This is not it.
Oh my gosh.
I got robbed.
Do your best, Flora,
King Scoffer, Flora, Flora 1. Oh my gosh, I cleared it all. Alright, I'll read the Flora lines from the last one. Alright. So Flora says,
No way! There's just no way something like that could happen to Jean-Jacques. No, I don't believe it. That kid's fine. He's surely somewhere in this world. Jean-Jacques, can you hear me? I'm waiting for you. You'll come back, right, Jean-Jacques?
alright, so Shannon's kind of a more mysterious character, so I imagine her to talk in a more like...
Give me your best mysterious anime girl.
I'm gonna mess this up. Do you have it?
No, but okay.
Even though Mammon has disappeared.
This is serious.
I'm still in this world. I wonder why.
Alright, let's keep it going.
Alright.
I was born from the wickedness of people's hearts, so I thought I would vanish along with Mammon. Jean-Jacques, is this also your doing?
I'm going. I don't know how to match it.
Somewhere in my heart I believed that you would slay Mammon. Really, I wanted humans in their genuine life to beat my imitation life.
There's so much
Oh my god!
Dude, I can't do this. I can't.
I can't do what I want to do.
Golden.
What?
Alright.
I'm not
You're the
doing
mysterious anime girl.
You got Shannon.
I'm not doing Shannon's voice. Are you kidding me?
Go.
What line are we
It's
on?
on the top.
What line are we on?
Top line.
Mammon was jealous of humans. He wanted their overflowing life force and creativity. Okay, let's keep going.
Yo,
okay.
Even being as immortal and strong as he was, he couldn't make the beauty of humanity his own. So he was filled with hatred. But, well, because of that,
I think it's
Just
still talking.
keep going.
He's got okay. Okay, now we're on a new guy.
Skipper. You
Skipper,
got,
run.
Alright, I'll do my Killiak.
Killiak.
I got the Killiak. Alright. Hey, you. Get a hold of yourself. Do you know where you are? You really just like popping out of nowhere all of a sudden, and on my boat of all places too. Stop that. Just what the heck happened to you? What were you doing?
Do I have something?
Khalid?
No! What are you, stupid? You don't even know that. It means he's a very prestigious charmer of spirits. I'm the blue-haired chick, by the way.
Yeah.
Generally, you know, people don't just disregard someone's title. Furthermore, they don't deceive others and steal them away on their boats. Get us off this boat at once.
Don't talk to me like that. A voyage is fun once in a while. I'll show you the country of Nord where I was born. Hey, Runt, don't you want to see what's beyond this island? I don't know just how amazing you are, but for starters, you're at least #1 on this tiny island. But the world is huge, so let's set sail.
Dang. That's cool.
Wow.
So then this part that just finished for me, it's going to scroll through here. It basically says, now the book is safe. The spirits are at peace. Good job, Brian/Jean-Jacques.
Yeah.
And this is entirely new as well. There are credits in the US version, but it doesn't have these like cool cinematic.
Yeah, this
sweep-throughs.
text here actually rolls in the US version. None of the text we just read rolls in the US version.
Yeah,
which
none
is
of those
kinda-
cutscenes exist.
That's kind of why we read it. I don't know if you could understand our female voices.
It kind of tries to wrap stuff up. They basically all congratulate him and then credits. So It makes it feel like a real game. It kind of wraps it up because Quest 64 is not a real game.
Your ending is this one screen on.
Yeah, that's all you get, and then it does say the
It
end.
says the end, and then
Yeah.
it stops. It doesn't roll any of this like cinematic type stuff.
Yeah, but this is pretty
Look,
cool.
look how tall this castle is. You can't even
never
like,
really see that
You
in the
can't
game.
even put your camera to the top of this castle in the game.
Yeah, you never see this. So, cool. That's Telltale Monsters.
By the way,
Yeah.
Yo.
That is terrible luck. The orc crit you and killed you, then Zels crit you and killed you. Then what else happened?
That was the most of it. I
Yeah,
was just
that
playing
was-
from behind at that point.